days of rest, make it 7 after yesterday's performance.
Right.
Celtics winning their 8th straight home playoff game. LeBron James had his worst game of the postseason. 15 points, turned the ball over 7 times. But don't worry, because LeBron's not worried.
I have zero level of concern at this stage. I didn't go to college, so it's not March Madness. You know, you get better throughout the series. You see ways you can get better throughout the series, but I've been down 0-1, I've been down 0-2. I've been down before in the postseason. But for me, there's never no level of concern, no matter how bad I played tonight with 7 turnovers, how inefficient I was shooting the ball. Just as confident going into a series, no matter if it's a 0-0 series or I'm down 0-1. So we have another opportunity to be better as a ball club coming in Tuesday night, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Stephen, when asked, LeBron said his level of concern is 0.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get any less than that. Should LeBron be a little more concerned, perhaps, after what happened in Game 1?
If anybody asked me if I had any concern and I could go less than LeBron, I would go less than LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy was down 3-1, came back and won the championship. This guy's been in a lot of situations where we all said he couldn't get out of them. I wouldn't be worried either. He knows the adjustments he has to make for Game 2. He won't play as bad as he played in Game 1. I would say in the back of his mind, he knows he's playing against a different team. He's not playing against Toronto and Indiana. Now, he might not say that, but
different
I would say
as in better?
A way better team. Indiana was terrible. They had their series won, and they gave it to Cleveland. Toronto, they just didn't show up. I don't know. I think they just starstruck. They was just beaten before the series even started. Boston, they feel like they're better than Cleveland. They feel like they can win this series, and they showed it Game 1. So LeBron is not worried because he knows what he can do and he knows how good he is. But at the same time, in the back of his mind, he knows it's a different monster he's facing.
Listen, I understand why LeBron's not concerned down 0-1. He says in that clip, you know, I've been down 0-2 before. Like, they get down 0-2. He should be concerned. Well, for the first time all year, I'll be concerned. 0-2 is a different monster. Oh, yeah, if they get down 0-2, I don't think they will. But LeBron says I've been down 0-2 before. Well, sure. Twice in the last 10 years, he's been down 0-2. Both in the NBA Finals, each of the last 2 NBA Finals. And one of them, obviously, they won it, but it took a historic, unbelievable 3-1 comeback. And then last year, when they got washed out in 5 games.
He had Kyrie, too.
Sure, he had Kyrie in both of those series. Right now, I understand LeBron's mentality of this was a feel-out game. We were as bad from 3 as we've been in any game all year in the first half. You missed your first 14 three-pointers, and it's not because they were great defense on the three-pointers. The Celtics had great defense on the interior, great defense on LeBron's drives, but the Cavs were 1 of 12 on uncontested threes. They won't duplicate that performance. And LeBron, obviously, this is the worst playoff game he's had in a calendar year. He won't duplicate that performance. But the Celtics are undefeated at home, and the Cavs, I don't want to call it a must-win, but it is a near must-win for them in Game 2.
One reason why LeBron shouldn't be concerned is I don't think the next time he goes to the gym or anytime soon that he's going to go to the gym, he's going to be the 7th best player in the gym. Because yesterday, that was the case. There might have been a couple people in the stands. Nick, I wasn't there. I was going to go, decided not to, made the smart decision. But when LeBron James, he's the 7th best player on the court. All 5 starters played better. Even Rozier with 8 points played better than LeBron. Kevin Love played better than LeBron. All right? So that part right there, I can understand. But what I would be concerned about was what you said, Jack, and this team is different. Their mentality is different. And I heard an interview with Jaylen Brown before. He said, you know something? We're just young enough not to damn care. And that right there, it means something. Yes. Not only are they just young, but they're athletic. All of them can shoot from the 3. All of them can put it on the deck and get to the rim. And that right there, LeBron should be concerned. Their top 3 scorers, Boston, that being Tatum, Brown, and Rozier, all of them are averaging more points in the playoffs than they did during the regular season. Tatum 5 more, Rozier 6 more, and Brown 3 more. Those are things, if you're a Cavs fan, those are things that you should be concerned about.
And what's showing up about Tatum and Rozier and Brown, but really Tatum, he's built for the NBA. he's built for these moments. Like, this kid is really built for the NBA. His game.
So you're saying you see things in him, not only in his game, but just the way he looks at the game, approach the game, and pressure-packed situation. You believe he's a star.
I definitely believe he's a star because you can't teach some of the stuff he's doing. A lot of guys that come in, especially rookies, that's put in these type of moments, these big situations, can't perform, don't even show up. You know, you got the #1 pick, don't even play in the playoffs. Faults with Philly. This kid, Tatum, is special, and they're playing special. Like you say, these guys have the confidence. They're not shook by playing LeBron. They're young enough not to care. And when you have that freedom, that no-care attitude to go out there and just play free with a great coach that's giving you a perfect game plan, it's going to be kind of hard to beat.
But, Steven, this is not the same LeBron they're going to face in Game 2. They could be not caring. They could be as carefree as you want. But come Game 2, forget the role players. LeBron's not going to have the same performance. How do they adjust? What do they do to beat LeBron? And then how are they going to adjust when the real LeBron shows up?
That's what's scary, Jenna. LeBron can turn it on. Everybody know LeBron can turn it on. His teammates can't turn it on.
Right.
They just not that good to just turn it on like that. So that's a big worry. And I said, you got a confident team. These young kids are confident. They're not scared. Toronto, to me, Toronto was scared of LeBron. Point flat, they was just scared. Indiana, they made bad coaching decisions. This team has a great coach. Should have been coach of the year in my mind. And he has a great group of young guys that's not afraid of anything that's going out there that can play this game. Cleveland should be worried.
What do you make of LeBron? We can show the graphic. LeBron in Game 1s this postseason compared to every other game he's played in the playoffs. Each series, his worst game of the series was Game 1. Collectively in Game 1s, he's averaging 21 points compared to 36 in the rest of the series, shooting 38% compared to 58% the rest of the series. Last night, obviously, or yesterday afternoon, the game got away from him. But it also felt like LeBron was almost feeling out the defense. And he alluded to it after the game. He said, now that doesn't justify 5 for 16, 0 for 5 from 3, 7 turnovers. I'm not explaining that away. But he said after the game, I now see how they're going to guard me. I will adjust in Game 2. In your eyes, what's he saying there?
That this is how I'm different from Jordan. Jordan didn't figure nothing out. He went out and straight killed. I ain't got time to figure out. LeBron going out there, I got to figure it out. No, you don't. That's the difference between him and Jordan. Jordan was just a straight killer. I don't care what you're doing. I'm going out there and doing what I need to do and destroy you. LeBron, he took the game off, basically. He took that game off. And this is the first series. See, now he has a real one, what we call a real one where I'm from, guarding him now. Morris, those twins are serious guys. They real ones. They come from the cloth I'm cut from. When you have a guy like that to come out in the media to say, I'm ready to guard you and I'm ready to compete against you, he hasn't had that. He had a guy from Toronto competed against him, but he was a young kid. He was still starstruck.
Absolutely.
Lance Stevenson, he's not a great defender. He's just a guy that
Toronto, their two primary defenders were young guys.
Yes.
You know, rookie and a
starstruck.
Yes.
But they competed.
Yes.
They competed because kids got nice size and they're athletic. But you dealing with a guy now that's not afraid of LeBron at all, and they came out and feels like, okay, if anybody guards him, nobody guards him better than me, than Kawhi. You could publicly come out and say that. You really believe that you can guard him, and he's never heard that before.
So what do you think he's going to do in Game 2? How do you think he's going to
be the king? He's going to be the king, no question. He's going to go out there and respond, but the other guys on the team can't just turn it on like that. LeBron is not going to beat Cleveland by himself. He can do that against Toronto. He can do that against Indiana. It's not going to happen against Boston, and Brad Stevens is not going to let that happen.
Yeah, I believe he's going to hit some jump shots early to try to get himself going, to give himself some space, and then eventually try to get to the hole. They are packing the lane. A lot of times, man, you're talking about some illegal defenses in that first quarter. Goodness gracious, the Celtics defense lived in the lane. So I expect LeBron to be able to hit some J's early and get his game going.
But this is what people don't understand. It's an easier rotation on great players when you start inside out. A lot of players on defense, they don't understand this. If you're out hugging your man, then you have to come in and help. Then they kick it out. It's harder to come in and out. But if you already in and he drive and kick out, it's easy to get out to your man. And Brad Stevens did a great job of teaching that.
I talked a lot about the Boston crowd in Game 1 being there. They just felt like a smart crowd. Crowd that when some crowds cheer only when their team's going on a run. The Celtics crowd got loud when the Cavs were going on mini runs, try to pick their team back up. How much, and CeCe talks all the time about how role players on the road struggle. How much is take LeBron out of it, take the star out of it, how much of the home road discrepancy for the non-LeBron Cavs do you buy into that? For JR, Corver, George Hill?
I'm one of those guys that I don't believe that anybody on that team will make the same shot that they make in the regular season but JR. I think JR can make these tough shots. I haven't seen Kyle Korver just make a game-winning shot in the finals or anything like that. He's had great regular seasons. I haven't seen anybody on that team just make big shots in their career besides JR. And that's just what it is. I haven't. So you can't just expect that to happen now. And a lot of guys can make shots in the regular season, but it's a different shot in the first round of the playoffs. It's a different shot in the first round than it is in the finals. So the level and the level of the game and everything that you got on the line goes up every round. It's a different arena when you walk in the arena and there's banners up there. The fans scream different. When you don't have no championships in there, the fans don't really know how to win or what to expect. But when you got banners up in there, like in Boston, they know what they're screaming for. We want another one of these, and it's a different feel.
Stephen, I have to remind myself every 30 seconds that you are not still currently playing in the NBA. You get so excited. It is so great to hear you talk about the game. I do hope you become a coach.
Thank you very much.
Not before finishing up every last second of what was to draw from you on this show. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, how can the Rockets make a statement tonight against the Warriors? That's next on First Things First.
Thanks, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
That was awesome.
Animation.